The information that I'm going to be sharing with you today is all alleged, as I know that many of you on my channel are all too familiar with, but this is just to clarify as we're going over a document put forward by someone who is allegedly a victim of grooming by the Dooo. Now, you guys probably know him from his very popular series where he would go on Omegle and play his guitar. He's an incredible guitar player. He would take, people's suggestions off of Omegle, either learn it on the spot, already have something, and would just riff. He, of course, does a lot of other things that some of you may know him by, but that's kind of the main thing that I knew him as. Recently, someone on Reddit leaked some information about an alleged grooming victim from the Dooo, and that individual ended up speaking out themselves. Here's that post from them under Miss May. Speaking out myself in regards to all the Dooo allegations, the doc speaks for itself. Please stop sending me death threats. Thank you. I understand there's two sides of a story, but that doesn't make it okay for people to tell my story without my consent and then have the fans constantly tell me to die. If I need to post more proof, I can, but it's late and the past couple days have been rough. I'm sorry if it wasn't as neat, and I'm sorry this came out and I was forced to speak out. I'm sorry I couldn't have been better and smarter about this. Now, we're going to be going over this Google Doc and the evidence that is brought forward in this document. But firstly, there was someone who replied to the thread that I wanted to kind of put a spotlight on as well. This is what they had to say. I'm one of the people in the meetup picture. Late to the friend group, but I had known them for at least 5 years. I can tell you that at the time of that photo, I had no knowledge of the nature of their relationship prior to her being 18, and upon finding out, I cut off my relationship with him. I've been supporting May for every step of the fallout of the relationship that she asked me to help her with in between crying and finally helping her cut him off. And when she was ready, I helped her tell the rest of the friend group. It's quite a bit disgusting that people want to find every way to discredit her, or some of you that act like rats that want every negative information when someone was forced to speak out for themselves after such a terrible thing happened to her. But if anyone wants more clarification, they are more than welcome to DM me and I'll try my best to answer. Now, I am going to be reading through most of the, documents or messages, photos that end up getting pulled up. So if you don't want to deal with that, just go ahead and pause the video, read at your own pace, and then just skip to the next part. I'm going to provide the Google Doc down in the description below. So if you want to kind of follow along at your own pace, feel free to. I'm May, and most of y'all are here to see if Mr. Dooo is a groomer, pedo, bad person, etc. due to some on Reddit who was most likely an ex-mod leaking stuff and hell-bent on bringing him down. F you, I hope you rot in hell. To talk about those things, unfortunately, I'm going to be recounting some of the more shameful parts of my life here. Just for context, Eric is Dooo. I never really called him by his online alias, nor am I going to start now. I was born in July 2001. He was born at the end of 1993. I paid Gyazo to find old screenshots, so the Gyazo links have dates on them when you scroll down. Some screenshots will be duplicates because you can't see the date in it in my account at the same time. I use humor as a sense of coping. I've been in therapy. My therapist thinks it's funny. I'm not making light of everything. I just legit don't know how to be serious about this. I'm a breakdown. I never planned on making this nor ever publicly speaking about this situation, as me and our mutual friends have cut him out of their lives due to what had transpired. But someone exposing it, my hand has been forced, and the number of death threats after the statement of claiming it's false. I will also be using screenshots that were leaked, so I can also explain from my point of view, so I can somewhat reclaim what was leaked about me. I wish this could be more neatly put together, but the death threats be getting a little crazy. I will also preface this by saying I was between the ages of 15 and 19 years old. I said a bunch of dumb shit I shouldn't have and did things I regret. None of this is to make me seem like I am some sort of angel. At some point in mid-May or June of 2017, I joined a public Discord server for a YouTuber who went by the name The Dooo. I was 16 at the time, and I joined the server based on the recommendation of a friend, as I wanted to join a music-focused server, but I also enjoyed playing COD and other FPS-based games. I solely joined server events, which led me to interact with his staff often. At this point in time, his admin team solely consisted of his friends and a small amount of fans that the friend group liked. Here's that proof. Little hard to see, but here they are, putting in May the Bay. And we can also see at the bottom right the timestamp 6/28 of 2017. After, I would say, 4 months, I was able to get a staff role, which allowed me to interact more with Eric and the rest of his friends/staff team. The screenshots are just timestamps of me being in the Discord server with mod, and also me having just mod access and being in a voice chat with Eric and our dev at the time. Just proof I had the role when I said I did. We even had a staff Snapchat group at some point. And so here are some of those messages here. We've got that with the timestamp of July 14th, 2017. Here's one of those group chats here showing the members. Here's the cord. There is They're saying me in the admin corner, and they're in a call with the Dooo and Lava, it looks like. I don't believe it's the same Lava from the Mr. Beast stuff. Talking about mod information, more mod chat stuff, and just kind of, going in between, showing those timestamps and verifying that they were a mod here. I want to also clarify that in the time that I had found this and was prepping this to, record, some of the attachments have disappeared on some of these proofs, and I'm going to point them out. This led to me getting invited to a private server, Alcatraz, or ALC for short. This is important for context in later screenshots. I've also downloaded the message logs from Alcatraz, but I'm really hoping it won't come down to just posting that, because not only is his address and full name there, so is mine and plenty of others. For context for the ALC photos, he would change his name and mine a lot. Whores around me was a joke, as my name would often be changed to White Man's Whore, or he would just directly call me that. He is the white man, I am the whore, essentially. I would also often call myself that as well. Any blacked out usernames are my real name. Just a quick 10 seconds here. If you're liking the content, I'd appreciate it if you gave a thumbs up to the video or just subscribing. It's completely free and you can always undo it at any time, but I really appreciate it nevertheless, and just thank you for watching the video. So here's the Alcatraz server that she's talking about, and then the super secret channel, which is at least the profile picture of the Dooo with her as well in there. Wardens, Kevin, that's her. Then it's showing her, their name changed again. There they are in a chat again. One of the proofs in here is no longer available, but it was a Discord just showing more, but they did have 2 others. And then this is them showing, this is going to get brought up later as well. So this is from the Dooo, but I thought you loved me. Why was my name inappropriate? Currently crying in the car. Family's hearing this and it's all your fault. Has the gay. I do. Listen, it wasn't inappropriate. Ricky changed it, and then they changed it to Eric with a heart. Are you happy now? Okay, and then the last one, at the Dooo, don't change my name, cuck. And then name got changed, LMAO. And then name changed again, haha, stop changing my name. From this point, I'm around my 17th birthday, and I've been working for him for about a year now. The work plus the private server allowed access to each other, which made us form a friendship at the time. Over time, that friendship evolved. It became inappropriate, and we would have sleep calls, stay-in calls for hours, message back and forth on Snapchat, or just constantly be talking to each other with his friends. It got to the point where we had met each other in real life in 2018. Proof of us being friends when I was 16, 17 playing games. Here's them playing Fortnite together. Again, I don't believe we have a timestamp on this. And then also them playing Rainbow Six together with the Dooo and then Miss May. Then here are the voice chat pictures while they were underage. Here's them in the admin chat. Here's them again. Yeah, it was cool. Nice to disconnect. I can talk after I eat. I know you said you wanted to. May, you sure you don't want to get more rest? Like, it's all coolio. Here's more of that. Besides the point, I will try harder not to overthink. Try this. Never delete anything ever again. Okay, but what if I send something and then later on I realize it was probably really dumb? Leave it so I can roast you. Also, you think that about a lot of things, too many. Okay, but I just overthink in general, and I am gonna delete this because if I act like it's not true, then it isn't. A smidge of honesty because I'm trying. And then the Dooo, I saw it. WTF is wrong with you? We just talked about this. And then May said, listen, did you actually, or are you meaning? And then the Dooo, I always see them. And then the last one, here's the Dooo, yo, I'm home. And then May, finishing up an event, give me some time unless you want to join and listen to people trying to get musical, dude. Oops, sorry. And then the actual last one just showing that they were in that chat again together. And then the sleep call saga. So here's one they're recording, so I can't even really talk. Thank you for trying. And then all of the other ones here, like I said before, have since been, it looks like they're just gone / removed. The content's no longer available. This same piece about finishing up an event, give me some time, is the same as what they were using earlier, but they're throwing it under the sleep part as well. This one is barely any proof, but with the other screenshot it adds in, but y'all can discard this if you want. Okay. Snapchat videos and screenshots. Just snap screenshots and the friend emoji screenshot, so y'all can see he was my #1 best friend on Snap when I was 16. These videos are just of this MF yelling, LMAO, but it's proof it's from him, and I have those as well. So here are some of these just to show the timelines of September 18th, so they would have just turned 17 a few months earlier. And then this is them interacting, her saying it's your kink, and respond to the Dooo, and then just some more from the same time frame, August 18th. Then let's go down here. So this one, I believe, I could very well be wrong, so I'm just trying to compare here. This one, Puppy Daddy with the yellow heart. Keep in mind these emojis, but I believe this is Eric, and I'll show you why after. There's Puppy Daddy with those emojis again, sending from a Eric. Come over, let me scroll back down, come over, and then I believe just one of these showing the time frame of that, so August 12th. And then we have May showing up in here on July 18th, so it would have been around the time that they turned 17, and it's just the screenshot without timestamp. Then July 3rd, so potentially 17, 16, and then there is Eric again with that same colored profile picture from the Puppy Daddy one as well. Same emojis. And then now it is A Eric, it looks like, at around that time still, showing that same color with those emojis. And then also with like the devil one now. There's A Eric again. That's July 7th. So again, around 16 or 17 years old. Looks like these are from the Dooo. Pictures that were sent from the Dooo. Here's one July 3rd. And so here are those emojis that we're talking about. So appears next to your number one best friend when you're also their number one best friend, which we did see earlier here. If we scroll back up, there's Eric with that devil emoji. So is that one BFs appears next to one of your best friends. And then we also saw this appears next to someone who you share a best friend with, mutual BFs. There we go. And then we can also see a autistic public figure with the name _Dooo, and then just a few more just showing them talking between each other. And then again, we get to see Eric showing up here. And then we have some Discord attachments. I'm not sure if they're still saved or not, but I did download them when I was pulling this up and researching it yesterday.
Big sand thought.
So as you saw, it was just them opening the snap from Eric, and they're going to close out of it here.
Sand thought.
And then here's just another one. Loading Eric's. There we go. So now we're going to get into the flirty messages that were sent between them. The Dooo, I'm about to go eat, but when I get back, I will join and embarrass the hell out of you. Okay. Let's not go crazy here. Next one, the Dooo, but I thought you loved me. Why was my name inappropriate? Currently crying in the car. We saw this one earlier. And I do listen. It wasn't inappropriate. And then are you happy now? With changing it to Eric with the heart, matching names. So it is her with the don't and him with the dude. So really it's just, her making one that matches his. That's usually his name, And then her saying her picture's cut out, but thanks for my free $20. F you. Why, it's not the type of thing you join, and I wanted money. And then we also have this attachment here, and I did download it.
Welcome to.
Oops. So let's go through this piece by piece here. Here we go. First start, I said you're like one of the straightest guys alive, lol. The Dooo, thanks for lying for me. Okay. Screenshotted, sent to Michael. He actually thought I was gay, LMAO. And then yes, because apparently one of the mods told him. That's funny. Also, thanks for being so nice, May, heart, such nice words. He felt bad, so like he dragged the other guys out and asked me, Eric, you're actually a whore, oh my god. And then the Dooo, like right after I left just now, you love me, I know. Like a couple minutes later, I do not, damn, well, I love me. And then this was sent again, keep in mind 4:40 a.m., but this is December 30th of 2018. So again, still 17. Well, I'm glad you love you. The Dooo, we both love me. May said, if I say I love you, will you stop? If you tell the truth, I will stop. Okay, but which truth? The truth is different based on the person. Some, cringy stuff here. WTF is that logic? The truth is the truth. And the truth is you love me like everyone. Join the voice chat so I can argue with you via voice. I'm playing Overwatch. They said, no, I'm talking to Spoon, you white man's whore. First of all, you have no place to call me a white man's whore, you effing colonizer. Second of all, some things are perceived differently, so truths may be different. Third, what do I have to stop you from being a cuck boy? Fourth, you're talking to your man crush. And last thing, Spoon isn't my man crush. He's more than that. He's the only 100% real person I've met that's a YouTuber streamer that I can actually trust. And May said, that's adorable. You know what else is adorable? How much you love me. Who said I loved you? I can tell no one had to tell me also, because everyone does. Well, you should know I'm not like everyone else. Okay, I'm done with this. I really tried with you today. I love you, dumbass. Are you happy? I don't even believe you. Frick off, bro. And that is where it ends. All right. And so that was that attachment. And that one apparently had already been leaked. Text about us meeting for the first time. Context, his name was A Eric because A for my streaks, so it was easier to click people and send them. For the second one, it was an addy of a restaurant and me telling him he had to lie about his age. He's 8 years older because I had an older brother who was 8 years older and was coming to chaperone me because I was meeting people off the internet and I would get in trouble if someone 1 month younger than my older brother was meeting me. Eric, wow, what a thought. Aptly named you Thoughty in my phone. Real name or internet name Thoughty. A Eric, thank you. Wait, I misread that. I thought you said send your name. It's 1 a.m. I'm tired anyway. Your name is Eric with the poop emoji. Perfect, thank you. Okay, cool. I'll see you soon, hopefully. And then I'm guessing this is the restaurant address. By the way, when I arrive with my brother, the oldest y'all are 21 on God. Nobody's 24, okay? Hey, I called because I arrived at the place and I don't know if y'all were here. Over time, our relationship became romantic, but we never really talked about it. And we had only started officially dating after I had turned 18. Before we had started dating, about a month after I turned 18, our friend group had met up and we roomed together in an Airbnb. That's where the rumors began. I will admit that before the trip, I did confess my feelings for him as I didn't like our don't ask, don't tell relationship and thought if I spoke about it, we could start actually dating and tell our friends. He had turned the idea down and turned me down, didn't want to date, saying he likes things the way that they were. Only after the Airbnb trip did we start officially dating, as he admitted to having feelings to me then. After that trip, his mother was worried about us rooming together and emphasized the fact that he had known me when I was a minor and was worried about it coming back to bite him in the future. And that my father would be very upset with it, plus the flirting with a freshly 18-year-old you've known since she was 16. Proof, I'm so embarrassed about this, please. I was freshly 18, not even 1 month into 18. I beg, I can post screen recording proof of this if needed, but like, please no, my parents still do not know. Also, for context, the hi tweet was one of the screenshots posted in the Reddit MF's post. I did make that tweet, so he was right. In these, he talks about having feelings for a while. Please remember this was exactly 1 month after I turned 18, so the feelings were there before. Let's get through this one. This one's a bit of a long one. Funnily enough, she named him in her contacts groomer, little man emoji. You told her that you told me about your feelings. Wait, never mind, I misread that. No. Are you working right now? That's the last thing I'm gonna do. She's gonna turn into your dad. I couldn't lie to her though. I mean, like, did she ask or did you just volunteer info? If we effed, yeah. Huh? She did. You told her that you told me about your feelings. Wait, never mind. Okay, so this is just that same screenshot. And then this is her freaking out. I said, no, you're BSing. Wait, why? Why would she ask you? They're kind of hovering. I'm chilling in bed trying to get over this nausea. How's yours? Why do you keep hanging up? Actually, let me just text you. Nah, not the best idea to talk. Answer the phone. Answer the damn phone. Listen, I'll just tell you. So she started asking about, did May stay the whole time or how did she get there every day? So I told her you stayed the whole time and I had no idea what was going to happen. Then she asked about the sleeping situation. What room did I have? Who did I share it with? And I answered honestly. But why my name come up? I thought we were coolin'. And she said you guys didn't share a bed, did you? I said no, liar, stop. And she phrased it something like, you guys weren't fooling in the hay, were you, or some yeehaw way of saying it? And I said, no, of course not. Bro, I don't want your mom to be like suspect of me though. She knows me better, so that was not a serious question. Not sure why she even said it. No, you're fine. She's mad at me, not you. Do my lapse in judgment. Mad is a strong word. She's worried that if your dad found out, he will ruin my life. She knows that your dad is how he is. She knows about my dad, F my life, something like that. I talk about my friends to her. I need to call him. Sorry, like for real, just say it's not me. Not a good idea. Not are they in the room? They're hovering around my room. What am I going to do? Scream to your parents that I was straddling you? It's not a big deal, really. She's not mad, just concerned about the consequences. No consequences. Keep in mind, again, she is 18 at this time. I called it though. I told you she'd say these things. I am my mother. I am literally her. I asked you if you were fine staying in the room, first of all, and that's why you texted me asking about my dad. I told her that we discussed it and that there was literally nowhere else for me to go. She's not approaching this from a moral standpoint, from a legal standpoint. LMAO, she knows you're going to jail. It's funny that they're talking about this. Exactly. I'm a minor. You aren't. Jail is just a room. Wait, does your mom know I'm like not underage? Yes. Okay, because I know I joke about it. She said 10 years from now, this could ruin you. Damn, your mama don't trust me. That hurted. Does she know I like you? No, I have told her nothing about that. Okay, so like in this sense, we just homies. It would have been an entirely different conversation, LMAO. No harm, no foul. No, honestly, it wasn't the best idea, as nice as it was. She's right. Bruh, too late for second thoughts. Nothing bad came out of this situation, in my opinion. You know what she said to me? And then she's just kind of continuing on, other than you telling your mom. And then he's quoting his mother, you better not ever make her mad. She's so serious. I told you, LMAO. Then she responded, I 1000% agree with what your mom is saying, because if I was her, I would say somewhat the same thing. But like, you know, I wouldn't do nothing like that, right? It's your dad we're worried about, not you, honestly. And then she says, I would never tell my dad, Eric. My dad wouldn't actually come track you down. Also, like, my dad is suspect in a sense of you, but he does also like you, but my mom likes you. My dad is suspect of everyone. You have nothing to worry about on the side of my parents. And then Eric says, does your mom know we shared? No. And she won't. My parents believe I went home every night. And Eric says, my mom doesn't think less of you, by the way. You don't know that, LMAO. And he says back, it was my responsibility to end that. And then May talking about her dad. And then he was worried about me being the only female. Yep, that's a conflict of interest. Please don't ever get mad at me. And then she responds, Eric, sad face, please stop worrying. I had to be honest with mama. The anxiety that comes with lying is not something I enjoy. And she says, even if I were to ever get mad at you, I would never do anything to put you in that position. You know I love you lots. And then he says, but the possibility is out there now. She says, no. He says, I know that. And then she says, there's no possibility. Not at all. I would never even think of that. He says, what if we have a falling out? These are the things going through mine and my mother's mind. So just so we're clear here, just to like make this abundantly clear, he is very aware of the implications of what he's done. He's very aware of the legal aspects of what he's done. And he's also saying that his mom knows full well and is pretty much being, you know, the voice of reason here, saying, hey, if any of this gets out, it is over. And I understand that mom's being a mom, being protective of her kid. I'm not like blaming her for talking about it like this. That's something a mom does. He's very much being like, you know, please don't ever let this get out and everything. It would completely ruin me. This definitely is coming from like a selfish aspect of I'm going to jail if this ever gets out. And it even sounds like he's priming her to be like, please never speak up about this, because like if you speak up about this, it's, you know, it's your fault that I'm going to jail for all this. Now he does acknowledge that it was his fault and everything, but the way that he's acting and the way he's being manipulative, if this person on Reddit never leaked what had happened, we wouldn't be seeing this right now. As the OP writes at the bottom of this doc, which I'll show you, they're saying alleged in case this all goes to court, but they were never planning on going forward with any of this. They just walked away quietly with, you know, all their other friends and cut them off, and, you know, weren't ever going to bring this up. Just keep that in mind as we keep going. She continues, then we would go our separate ways. No harm, no foul, which is sounding like what did happen. Listen, first and only time I'm saying this, because if I admit it, it's real. So this is not me admitting it. It's just me making you understand. Okay. I need an okay before I can continue, sir. Okay. And she says, when I say I love you, I mean it. And then he says, immortalized, I'm not ready to accept these feelings. I did that for you. And he says, how could you, though? Honestly, I was trying to ask you that, but you didn't want to talk about it. She says, no, wait, how could I what? And then he puts in quotes, love. And then she goes, what? I don't know that word. And then he screenshotted her saying it. When I say I love you, I mean it. And then this is that full message. My dad doesn't even know what happened to Sam fully, and he was the only other person I loved in that sense. And I already told you how badly Sam effed me over. You tried to say that in DC, but you couldn't. Say what? And I understand. And then she's, I believe, talking about an ex here. She goes on, there's no way I'll stick him on you. You could never even come close to what he did. And he says, and I mean the absolute worst scenario is that we just stay homies, like we've always been, nothing horrible like that Sam guy. And she says, so like, does that relieve you a little bit? He says, yes and no. She goes, what you mean no, huh? And he goes, it's just that I put the possibility out there is all. She goes, not at all, no possibility. He said, even though it's not gonna happen. She says, doesn't exist. If we act like the possibility isn't there, blah, blah, blah. Then she says, I'm a failure as a woman. He says, that's so nice. This is the version of you I like, not doing stupid shit. She says, if this doesn't work out between me and you, like, what am I going to do then? I don't have any rebounds left. And he says, if we decide not to, then just don't rebound. Relax. Be you. She goes, lol, me? Relax? He goes, yes, relax. I don't know about that one, Chief, but I'll try. No, but like my ride home was one of the guys who I'm homies with. And then he says, I really wish our circumstances were different because I really have been fighting back feelings. Damn. Like when we left each other, I was really sad about not seeing you for 8 whole months. She goes, yeah, nah, I'm seeing you before that. I don't care. Because when I came on this trip, I didn't intend for any of this. I wasn't going to tell you shit. She goes, also, like at this point, we both have to think about this, but I'm really about to just go with the flow and see what life has in store. He says, but I'm glad I did, because I'm very glad you did. He says, but what if we end up leading this on again? I'm going to feel even worse this time because I've come to terms with myself now. And then she goes, by leading on, you mean? Oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, it's too fresh. She goes, well, whenever you're ready to talk about it, let me know. I'm cooling right now. They go on to kind of like flirtatiously text back to each other and stuff. They're both 18 at this point. I don't think it's necessarily relevant. There's nothing like more important to, you know, set up the timeline of him having feelings prior. We've already established that. So again, docs in the description, read it if you'd want to, but that's what I was able to, you know, ascertain from it. And then we're taking a look at the other clips from this as well. Here's that first one. I got a DM asking if I hated McGay. So y'all hear, I don't hate him. It's just an aggressive person. And then the Dooo responding, she tries to fight everyone, but she's all bark, no bite. So I believe talking about Miss May here. And then here's the Dooo saying, hi, I'm lucky to have you in my life. Bye. And then the Dooo again, McNasty said to F May, remember, she wants to say it so bad. And I believe that one was the one she said in regard to his YouTube boys knew about me, lols. And then here is that picture that the other person who had responded on the Reddit thread said that that was the photo that they're in. Proof we met in real life, blurring his ex-friend's face with black, blurring his face with red. I'm also blurring my face too because I was super young in it and I don't want to be harassed. I'm blue. His face is red, hers is blue. So that's him. This is her. And those are the previous friends. Anyway, yeah, time to talk about the Reddit post because the rest of my relationship was when I was 18. Was it weird? Yeah, but I also feel like I had major fault in it because I liked him and I wanted him, so yeah, anyways. The Reddit post unfortunately was all true. Like, what can I say? It's true the screenshots were real. I have more. I don't want to post more because I'm very embarrassed and ashamed about it because while me and this MF never had sex, thank God, it was sexually provocative and I should have known better and my family raised me better than to partake in this. I'm so sorry for everyone having to see this and be a part of this, and there's like so much more to this, but I currently don't have proof, so I'm not going to talk on it. No proof on other stuff involving other people and him, more proof with me and him though. The friends who did cut them off will publicly say what they did if they need to, but right now they're just letting me tell my story. If you need testimonies of him saying horrendous shit to me in front of other people, including his mods, they will speak out. I really don't want to leak the downloaded Discord logs because my address and both our full names and his face is in there. Also, because people said my friends leaked his face, there's been a running joke in the friend group for years about linking him to random ass people, celebrities. From what I know, never approved of anyone leaking anything, and there was at least 6 other people with photos of him as they were on his friend trips as well, but nothing has been leaked that I know of. And then it's just showing the them, like the Seth MacFarlane joke of him, and then just this random guy, how'd you get Eric's face reveal, and then the Dooo face reveal for the third. And then to title it all off, and again, allegedly, just in case this goes down the legal route. With all that being said, I don't know how much traction this is going to actually end up getting, but I am very interested to see a response, especially since this Miss May is making the claim that pretty much everyone from his old friend group cut him off upon finding out about this kind of stuff. The fact that she has more information and she is, you know, prepping herself in case it goes down the legal route. She understands the ramifications for coming out with something about this and lying. So based off the information, I'm led to at least very much trust that the person presenting these allegations believes them to be true. But I want to hear what you guys think. Again, please check out the Google Docs in the description. I want to, you know, see what you guys have to say. If you guys have any experience with Dooo, if anyone is looking to come forward and want to talk about it, my DMs are open on Discord and Twitter. I barely use Twitter though, but check out the Discord links in the description below, just 18 and up, and shoot me a message if you've got more info. With that being said, on to members. Per one of our fantastic members' requests, we're going to be doing yet again another Midwest dad here, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Special thank you to Munzie, Carrier Bag, Shelf Related, Lil Kitty, Evil Fairy, Cam Nuggets, thank you very much, Cam. OMG, it's a pancake, thanks for the voice idea. Xavier, Boy Tiger Rockin', Rabid Lorax, Artistic Smeargle, Edward Rock 6, John Philip Paradise, I'm pretty sure, Snowball's Youngest Kid, ZXXZZ1, Pombenenge, Joan, Michael Dufka, Person Pal, Mel TF2, Jeremy Stelkup, Blasted Sketch, Waylon, Glitchhoff, Yogi Farmer, Sign Style Inc., Weird Wonders, Vinzo0913, Keo, Your Local Melomaniac, Terrasal, Sir Kitty Litter, Forkstick, River Rocks, Seasonal, Persona Normal, Zakia, Not Ninja _S, Porkin BR, WinVR, Psych Xander, Case Blue, Lego Golden Frieza, Spacebar Too Loud, Fammy, LDG, hashtag Free the Net, hashtag, Noah Brown, Naomi Jimenez, Sundasphere, Frosty, Tommy C's Cat, Eric Hatful, Captain Spud, Orange Cat Pianist, Imp 40, PB Whitk. Oh, sorry, I'm salivating a bit. Oh my gosh. Bib Jim, Alex, Rain the Once, Yesimo, Basically Bricks, Cooking with Silence, Logan, Kate Munster, Quintio's brother, Mr. Wu, Owen Murnane, thank you very much, Owen, Jackson, No Stay BI, Saya Sneaka, For All Yarn Kind, Esme, Smiley Face, Ogie's JK, Iona, Titanium Sid, Kate's Ma, thank you very much, Bosu, and most importantly, Quintio's Ma. Thanks, Mom. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys later. Adios. Check out other videos, watch my streams.